Hello students, I have added another presentation for you people that will really help you do well during your examination. Okay, the heading of this presentation is do not do the following mistakes before or during an examination. Okay, so the main emphasis is do not. Okay, so whatever basically the points that we'll be discussing, they will all be the negative points and you must not do them before or during your examination. uh, Basically during this duration and just before the exam you must not do these points. Okay, so let's start our presentation and do not do the following mistakes before or during an examination. Okay, the point number is do not use a red or green pen during an exam, because these red and green pens are always there for your invigilators to check your copy. So you must always prefer to use a blue and black pen always during your exam. Okay, and do not use the red, especially the red and also the green pen. Do not think by taking too many supplementary sheets will impress the teacher, so take them only if required. Okay, always write your answers concise, methodically correct, and to the point. Okay, so these papers of engineering and sciences are not papers of uh, Islamiyat or Pakistan studies, okay, in which you need to write a lot. Okay, so when you're giving an engineering or science or technical paper, always write concise, methodically correct answers and to the point. They will earn you more numbers than writing very big pages on in which useless information is given. Okay, so you must follow this very important point. Do not write extra to a question that is of less weightage and vice versa. This is also very simple, but students make this mistake a lot of time. Okay, so the question is of less numbers, very less numbers, but you write 1 or 2 pages on it. Okay, say question is of say 2 or 3 numbers, and the other part of that question is say 9 numbers, but you write 2-3 pages for the question that is of less numbers, and you really write less for a question that is of higher weightage. Okay, if you do that, you will be committing a big mistake and you will lose your numbers. Really, it will not help you. Do not attempt more questions than are asked for, as it could go against you as you're trying to play extra smartly. Okay, so this is also very important. For example, the examiner gives you 6 questions and asks you to solve any 5. Okay, in that situation, do not attempt all the 6 questions and ask the teacher to check any 5. Okay, because if a teacher uh, has any basically checking methodology that he checks the first 5 and cancel the last one, there is a probability that the last 6 questions that you have done will is the one in which you have scored the highest numbers, and then the fifth one. So the teacher will cancel the sixth one, highly scored one, and you will lose very important marks. And basically, just because of your foolish methodology of attempting all the questions, because some students do that a lot, and they basically their marks are being deducted for this act of them. Do not leave the exam room early even though you have completed the exam paper. Okay, use that extra time to read through your answers and make sure you have answered them to the best of your knowledge. You may find something missing which you can complete, or a mistake in a numerical problem for rectification in this time of window. Okay, this is very important. Just because you have finished early, do not plan to leave the examination hall and talk to your friends and enjoy, because that window of duration that is left, you can always use that to find any problems, any missing problems, any rectification of the numerical. Then very important point, do not panic, especially if your first reaction is that you are unable to answer the question. Always take a deep breath and tell yourself you have worked throughout the semester and you will be able to do it again. This will enhance your confidence Okay, okay. So again, there is no need to panic. You know that you have sincerely worked a lot throughout the semester, and that will give you a lot of confidence. And you know that you are confident, and you will do it. Okay, because I'm saying giving emphasis on the word panic. Remember, it is a domino effect. Okay, so first of all, if you are basically confused and panic, fear will come uh, into yourself, into your mind. That fear will create panic. Okay, and that panic will basically decrease your cognitive response, and that will basically further uh, result in lowering your chances to score well. So this is also a very important point uh, from the your exam output is concerned, and students must adhere to this point really strictly. Then very often, if a student is not able to do really well, do not beg or request your teacher to pass you by writing weird things about yourself or your family on the last pages of your answer sheet at the end of the exam. Okay, so if any students do it regularly, please do not do it, because it gives a very bad impression about yourself. So I hope all those students who are listening, they will basically not do it again. Okay, because this will not let you pass, because in the eyes of the examiner, all the students are equal. Okay, so no one is going to be given special privilege just by having some family problems. Okay, so family problems are always discussed in personal. You do not write it on an exam paper. Do not do the last minute cramming outside the examination room, as you cannot revise the whole semester work during the dying minutes before the start of an exam. And remember, this act will only make you more stressed and less confident. Okay, then again, this is very important point, students. If just before the start of the examination, I have seen a lot of students, they have a lot of notes, are basically using their cell phones, and basically reading all the pages, basically turning the pages upside down, turning books upside down, and try to do a lot of learning during that time. Okay, so if you are basically try to do that all that learning in that very small duration before the exam, it will basically definitely will not be beneficial. You will get more stressed, and your confidence level will go down. Okay, so just before the exam, it is a time to relax, be confident, and if you are relaxed and you are confident, basically you will basically be very much uh, as because you will be confident. Your when you start your paper, you will be able to do it well. Then very important point, do not solve the question paper on first go. Okay, so make sure you read each questions thoroughly a few times. Okay, sometimes questions may seem daunting, difficult, tedious at first, but after a few readings, it can start to make a bit more sense, and sanity could prevail. Okay, so don't go under a panic attack as you cannot solve one question. Read it one or two times. You will see the real picture of starts to come out of that question, and you could solve it. Do not study late before the night of the exam, and make sure you get enough sleep. Failure to do so will hamper your mind sharpness, memory, and overall cognitive response. Take a full 7 to 8 hours sleep, and will help your brain to function at its peak and enable you to perform to its fullest potential. Okay, this is a very important point. Just before the night of the exam, I've seen students learning and studying late in the night, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and then basically they sleep. Okay, when this happens, and if you basically not slept well during the last night, your brain's sharpness, its cognitive response will be very much decreased, and basically that will decreased brain function will not help you solving those. It's thinking, uh, thinking capability also gets decreased up, and when you will be in the exam room, you will be uh, uh, under a situation which is called brain fog will have developed on your brain, and you will not able to answer the questions correctly, and that will basically hamper you to get good marks during this exam in which you haven't slept well. Okay, so very important point. Do not think anyone or anything can help you pass your exams. At the end of the day, it is only and only you who could pass these exams through your continuous hard work, commitment, and sheer dedication. No one else can. Okay, this is also a very important point, and it is only dependent upon you. Okay, okay. I hope and I'm pretty sure that by following all these mentioned guidelines, your chances of success during examination would increase manifolds. I thank you all and I pray that you all do well during your upcoming exams. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates on challenging engineering problems with full solutions. Okay, thanks a lot. I will come up with another video to help all you students. Thanks a lot.